because of my lack of self-esteem, until a few years
The
ago.
lack of self-esteem, because it's not yours. Never,
Yes.
of course, you want to be free of mine.
Yes.
My lack of self-esteem
The
means
lack
I
of
own
self-esteem
it.
that I used to have.
Yes, wonderful. Sorry.
And
but I want
thank
the
you.
audience to see how easy it is to change.
Exactly.
Never call something you want to be free of mine is a good start.
Exactly. So because of that, even when I was in relationships that were not the best for me, my friends were able to easily spot the toxicity and the red flags. But for me, it did not feel like it. It was like, yeah, this is the perfect thing for me. But later when I got out of that and when I started to understand the power that I truly had, now when I look back at it, it feels like, Gayatri, what were you even doing? Why do you think people stay in toxic relationships longer than they should?
Well, here's the thing, and it's the most vexing thing as a therapist to see over and over again. The brain likes what is familiar. We've already established it. The brain wants to go back to what it knows and change the ending. So imagine you have very distant parents who never tell you they love you. Guess what kind of man will drive you crazy? A distant man who doesn't tell you he loves you.
That I could chase.
Because now you're going to change him, and in changing him, you've created your whole childhood and changed the ending. So often we see that with women who are a hit, and they go into a relationship with a hit. Not because they like it, but because they have a worry that says, let's make this violent man just the sweetest, loveliest man. And then I've recreated my childhood, I've changed the ending. Actually, we have to change the beginning.
Wow.
Let's find a guy who would never hit me. Let's find a guy who's loving. Instead of finding a cold person and making them warm, let's find a person who's warm. Life is too short to change the ending. We've got to work really hard to change the beginning. You see, I had to do that myself. My father was a head teacher, a wonderful man. But like all head teachers, very invested in other people's children. And I felt he wasn't interested in me. In fact, he wrote in my school book one day, I had no idea you're intelligent. And I think he wrote that to please me. But I was not pleased because I thought, well, he doesn't even know who I am. My father's written, I had no idea you're intelligent till I read your school book.
Okay.
And he thought that would make me happy. But I thought, wow, this is a head teacher writing this. So I understood that he didn't really know who I was. And of course, as I grew up, guess what kind of men I liked? Men who weren't available, because my father showed me, you got to work to get my attention. You work for it, you earn it, you chase after it. So I found a man who made me work for it and earn it. Until one day I thought, this is, I'm doing this for a living. It's when one of my clients said to me, you must have the most amazing marriage because you saved my marriage. If you only knew what a train wreck my relationship is. But that was the day I changed. I thought, I'm not that girl. I don't need, my father loves me, he's proud of me. Even if he wasn't, I don't need that. So I stopped immediately. And how you stop is you go, okay, I'm going to make this unfamiliar. Never add if it kills me. Just I'm going to make chasing guys, chasing women, chasing love, earning love. I'm going to make it unfamiliar.
Okay.
Say it over and over. And what I'm making familiar is someone who loves me already.
Yes.
Praises me. My father never put me first. My husband puts me first. And now it's so normal to me. But I can remember that girl who always came last. And I'm so glad that I had to make a decision. I'm going to make being put last unfamiliar and being put first familiar. Say it, state it, keep saying it and saying it and saying it. I'm going to make the love of a good man familiar. When we live through trauma and terror and abuse and pain and being hit, being emotionally abused, physically abused and mentally abused, after a while, it almost becomes normal. Yeah. And that's the hardest thing, that people make the strangest things normal because, if you live in a house, I remember being in someone's house years ago. She had so many cats, and this smell of cat litter made my eyes water. But she didn't even notice it. She went, it was
normal
here.
for her. Yeah.
It's like ammonia. There was so much of it, but she had about 32 cats in this house.
Boy, okay.
It was bizarre. I remember going and thinking my eyes watered, but her, it was just normal.
Right.
So you can make anything normal: love, joy, health, peace. But also you can make being not wanted and feeling you're no good normal too.
Okay.
And if you listen to Amy Winehouse, what is she saying? I told you I was trouble. You know I'm no good. Love is a losing game, because that's what she believed. She believed she was so worthless. She only liked worthless men because she believed that's all she was worth.
Right.
And that's such a shame, because she was such a talented, beautiful girl.
Right.
Because her dad left her mum so early,
she took it on her and said, I'm unworthy.
I'm not worthy. If my dad could leave my mum, he's also left me.
Okay, that's crazy.